everyone, welcome to my channel, Empress Aries 888. My name is Tanya. Well, please like on the way in. Give me an energetic donation to the channel, helps me tune in to you. Flip the roles as you see fit. Take what resonates from these collective readings and leave the rest. And let's call on spirit and let's get this party started, shall we? Spirit guides and angels of your whitest light, please give me a clear message for the collective, one that brings healing, hope, and understanding of their situation. Protect me as I open myself up to channel these messages and protect my beautiful collective. And beautiful each and every one of you are. Never forgets that. You are fabulous. And I love you, each and every one of you. Agape love to every one of you. And let's get into it. I'm going to do some Reiki-esque with turkey feather. Let's sweep out your aura. Flip the roles. These are collective readings. Take what resonates. Past, present, or future energies always at play, my loves. Okay. And what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I don't know. All right, I'm going to clear the energy. This makes sound, so lower the volume if you're sensitive, my friends. Okay, we got the selenite stick as well. Clearing the aura. Thank you very, very, very much for showing up, for my family. Welcome back. And for those that are new, I welcome you to the channel. This is more than just tarot, my loves. You'll find it out. You're going to find it out today. All right, so I got a couple of tarot decks and I got some new decks, so let's dive in. Let's do the Pop-Art, I think it's called. Pop-Art Tarot. Spirit, give me a message here for the overall collective. And that's just a lousy, that's lousy what I got. Ooh, looks like heartbreak. It's a break. Nothing but a heartbreak. Yeah, somebody's, oh my God, look at this. Sneaky running off. Deception. Heartbreak. Manifesting this? What's this about? Oh my gosh. The devil and heartbreak. Yeah, that's what we want. We want the devil and heartbreak. Oh my goodness. Heartbreak's still at the bottom, so let's see what we can do. Spirit, give me a message for the overall collective. Oh man, yeah, even better. Look at this. Yikes today. Eight of Swords. Tied down. Somebody feels restricted, tied down. About what, Spirit? Oh, family. 10 of Cups. They feel restricted, like they're not getting it. The Queen of Pentacles. Could be you or somebody else. Juggling. Somebody was juggling a connection. This family. And now they feel bound to a family. They feel bound to a situation. Nostalgia's here. Marriage. Tradition. Somebody feels bound and restricted. Bound to a connection. Could be a family, right? 10 of Cups. Could be a Queen of Pentacles that feels this way. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And this does not mean that it's a feminine just because it's a queen. We have both masculine and feminine within us. I'm going to point out astrological signs, but please don't get hung up on astrological signs. So somebody's married, somebody's restricted, and they can't move because they committed themselves. They're juggling, though, a memory. But they're married. So they're juggling, and it looks like the Queen of Wands. So they're juggling a person. They're thinking about the Queen of Wands, even though they could be married to a Queen of Pentacles, or they could be the Queen of Pentacles. Could be same sex. Take what resonates, okay? Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag. So they find somebody sexy. They find somebody sensual. They're watching this person, but they're restricted in a marriage connection with somebody else. Yes, maybe they feel left out in the cold by a Queen of Wands. Because somebody was running off. Somebody ran off. Or somebody sneaky and deceptive. Could be the person that they chose. Because they were looking for the Nine of Pentacles. So maybe they walked away, or this Queen of Wands walked away from a love connection with a Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, they made a choice. It was about money, though. It was an illusion that they were going to win. They were going to get a better deal with somebody else. Yes. They felt like they were strong enough. They settled. They thought they could handle it. You know what I mean? Settling. Let's put them in conflict. Maybe even competition, but they feel like they're in conflict. They're fighting the tide, or maybe justifying their decision. Like everybody's against them. Yes, waiting for their ships to come in, right? Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune's here. And somebody sailed away, possibly the person that they did not choose, towards their Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning somewhere else. You or they could be a wounded warrior, somebody that's been through things. But you had to move away from this person because they made their decision. They got stuck with materialism. They chose materialism over love. Justice is here. Okay? So you're going to get your justice in this situation. Maybe you ask the universe for justice. Like, how could this be fair? This person didn't choose me. Maybe you were married to this person and they chose somebody else over you. And you're like asking the universe for justice. Like, I want my justice. I put everything into this connection and they went towards money, or they went towards somebody else and left me high and dry. Well, Spirit says your justice is coming. Yeah, because they chose another situation. But somebody was deceptive in this, though. Could be a King of Pentacles here. This King of Pentacles is lost and lonely and grieving for you. Yeah. Something was not right here. What the hell is this about? Queen of Swords is here. Maybe your guard is up against this person. This person is generous, or you are generous, but you're not playing. The Chariot's here. So you moved forward, and maybe even right quickly you move forward. You're in the planning stages of working on something that is going to be fruitful. You're taking a leap of faith. While this other person, your past person, is anxious and nervous about you finding somebody else or moving forward without them, and this is creating a tower in their life. Yes. But there was no balance in the connection, and there needed to be in order for union, or even for that situation to work, because they were in their devil energy going towards money. Exactly. No, but it did happen. Yes. And they pursued that and walked away from you. Exactly. Confirmation. All right. So let's get into another card deck and see what happened here. I'm going to go into True Crime. My latest deck is True Crime. It's a crime to pay a dime. All right, Spirit, can you give me a message here about what happened? Why did this end? What is going on in this connection, Spirit? Tell me true, man. What is going on here, Spirit? It was a tower. Because of choices. You walked away, you sailed away, you moved away. This person, because this person left you with no choice, they made their decision, really. Give me a message here, please, Spirit. Ooh, burial. See, dead and buried. Yep, done and dusted, as I often say. See, the love of money. Could be a masculine energy. Yeah, it's like a disaster, though. Because it's like craziness. They created their own misery with that choice, really. You were a gift to this person. You were a gift. Social media, they could be watching you on social media. They could be seeing you giving love and care to other people. And they feel like a fraud. You sailed away. Yep. And they had to move on without you. Perseverance here. Any other cards, Spirit? Yeah, they feel like a fraud. They feel like they settled for something that they're not even happy with. Yes, and they're jealous. Or other people are jealous. Maybe the person they're with is jealous. because they see how much, even though on the outside it looks like this perfect family, inside it's empty. Justice is here again. You're going to get justice. Yeah, you could be being celebrated, or a mini celebrity. Social media is a thing. And this person's acting like they're okay inside, right? They're okay, I should say, on the outside. Moving forward and living their best life. Having a measure of success, or even accumulating things. But you're the one thing that they didn't get to keep, right? They had to let something go when it was you, my loves. Legal proceedings, so something could be going on in the court systems. If you were married to this person and they left you for somebody more successful, you are going for a divorce. You're going to get your justice. Okay? You are. They left you. Yes, because it was about greed. Money. The almighty dollar. That was what this person did. They had an affair with somebody else. Yep. But they're left empty. Because the family that they left behind is all they think about. Strangulation. Yep. It's like they choked out any happiness that this person, that they had. Yep. That's the truth. Alright, let's go into another tarot deck. This is like the transparent tarot. It's kind of different. Alright, Spirit, give me some more information on this greed. The love of money, man. It talks about in the Bible how it stabs yourself with many pains. But there's a legal situation that's happening here, Spirit. What's this about? Yes, look. They want to offer you their cup. I don't know if you can see that. Might be tough because it's transparent, but they want to offer you their cup of love. But they offered it to somebody else. You had a choice. You were at a crossroads. And you walked away from this situation. Because there was no equal reciprocity. Here he goes giving in on their knees, wanting to offer you something. But you've sailed away from the situation. You moved away from the situation. And you're no longer investing in it. And this person's feeling it. Right? Now there's like conflict in this person's life and possible competition for your hand. Yeah. Yep. And that took a look at this, the empty cups. This person feels empty inside. They screwed themselves really with their choice. They thought they were going to get a better deal with somebody else. Yeah, they did. But the sun, what is this? Third eye. You're awakening. You're transforming. And they can see that. Whatever you're doing, you're being celebrated, or there's victory going to happen for you. While this person is left just lost. Lost, it feels like, really, and sad. And the sun is illuminating that. They gave up a good thing. They gave up a good thing, and for what? To feel empty inside. The sun is illuminating this truth to this person. You were loving, you were giving, and this person didn't think you were good enough. And now they realize that you were everything. The sun, the moon, and the stars. How very sad. How very sad. Your transformation is creating quite a stir. Butterflies here. It's like that saying, don't know what you got till it's gone, but you keep going anyways. You can't wait for people to choose you. Yeah, balance. Equal give and take. The scales of justice are balanced. And you're going for your rainbow blessings. And you're going to get them. With or without this person, for reals. With or without this person, things are going to happen. Look at the cocoon. The chrysalis. You're transforming. If you haven't already. And everybody's seeing it, including this past person. Maybe even transforming into something that they, like they never even imagined you could be. Good for you. Keep going. All right. A few more cards, Spirit. I'm going to end it. Spirit, give me a few more cards, please. What's going to happen, Spirit? What advice? Unlock the pattern. The pain didn't start today. You lived this loop before, maybe in love, maybe in lineage. Awareness is the key. So unlock the pattern. What is it that you are doing that attracted this type of, even a generational curse, right? Could have been the reason. If you can unlock the pattern, you can break the chains. You really can, what is it called? Break a generational curse so that you're not doomed to repeat it, or even in your line, your lineage, your family, your kids, if you have children, are not doomed to repeat that same pattern of codependency or validation, whatever that may be. Make peace with the past that could be the pattern. You don't have to rewrite the story. Amen. Just stop fighting the chapter. Peace begins with acceptance. Accept what you cannot change. The family was there, the dynamic. You did everything you could, but it didn't work out because it has to be equal reciprocity. The memories hurt. Believe me, I understand that. But you have to forgive the past and move forward. You got to do it. Yep. I gotta get a drink here. I'm getting dry. All right. Let's keep going. A couple more cards, Spirit. For closure here, please. For closure. And your past person has to too, you know. There's a lot of butterfly transforming. Yeah, right here. Embrace the transformation. Transformation isn't easy, but it's necessary. Embrace the changes that lead you to your highest self. And to get out of that chrysalis takes a lot. To transform, it takes a lot because you got to recognize you need to change. That's the beginning of the wisdom. That's the beginning of the transformation. To recognize that it takes two to tango, right? That there could be something in you that needs to transform. You recognized it. And this is why you're being blessed. Awaken your power. You are more powerful than you realize. Awaken your true strength and step into your potential. And not somebody else's validation or somebody else's idea of change or transformation or success. Yours. We can't live by what our parents thought we should be or could be. We got to live our own life. We got to be our own savior. There's no white knight coming. We got to be our own hero. And we have to recognize that there's things within ourselves. It's not just that other person. The blame game doesn't work. We got to recognize that we need to change whatever it is that drew us to that person in the first place. Heal that inner child. Heal those inner wounds, those past or present pain that we go through, right? Or whatever it is that is blocking us. Figure it out. And then move forward. In forgiveness, in love. Forgive yourself for what you did to contribute to whatever happened, because if there's children involved, they are affected, but also the person who did it to you. Because holding and harboring resentment doesn't help anybody in any situation. Okay. Understanding karmic returns. What you send out into the universe comes back. Be mindful of your energy, because every choice we make has a ripple effect. Yes, every decision that we make has a ripple effect. Understand that. Our thoughts, our words matter, and they can motivate energy to move in that direction. So be mindful of what you're thinking. If it's negative, I have to work on that myself sometimes. It's not an easy journey, my friends. Nobody ever said it was. And sometimes it doesn't look like it's fair. But what's fair to us and what's fair to the universe is two different things. We're looking at it from our 3D perspective and not really from a higher realm, right? Looking down. You're doing what you need to do. You should be proud of how far you've come. Keep going. I'm proud of you. If nobody said that today to you, I'm proud of you. Keep going. You'll get there. Baby steps. Change takes time. Transformation takes time. Don't beat yourself up if you go backwards, back to the old habits. If you're recognizing it, okay, tomorrow's another day. That's how we have to look at it. Tomorrow's another day to begin again. Libra's here. Cancer's here. Pisces is here. I'm going to leave it here, and I certainly do thank you so much for joining me this evening, or whatever time you did, right? Timeless readings. And thank you so much for tuning in and giving me a chance. I so appreciate you, and for my returning family, hearts and hugs. I love you. God be love to each and every one of you. You have a wonderful night, morning, or evening. And I'll see you next time on Empress Aries 888. Till then, be safe out there, my friends. Be blessed.